Have you ever wondered why certain people in your life treat you worse the more patient, understanding, or forgiving you are? It feels backwards. You try to be kind, and that's when someone suddenly becomes pushier, ruder, or more dismissive. You stay calm, and they seem to get louder. You try to keep the peace, and somehow the relationship becomes more chaotic. But here's the part no one tells us when we grow up. Sometimes we accidentally teach people how to treat us, and we don't even realize we're doing it. There is one shift, truly just one, that changes the entire dynamic. The moment you apply it, even once, you'll start to notice something. People who respect you adjust. People who don't quietly fade out of your life. Let's break down the psychology behind it. 1, stop rewarding bad behavior with emotional availability. In psychology, there's a phenomenon called intermittent reinforcement. It's when someone's negative behavior still gets attention, care, or emotional energy from you, even after they've crossed your boundaries. And it teaches them your feelings don't matter. They'll still show up for me no matter how I act. That's why certain toxic people don't leave. They're getting validation, attention, emotional reactions, or a sense of control, even when they treat you poorly. So here's the shift. The next time someone mocks you, talks over you, dismisses you, or tries to bait you into reacting, pause. Don't snap back. Don't defend yourself right away. Don't rush to fix the tension. Just breathe. Let the moment sit. Let your mind catch up to your emotions. This is called emotional regulation, a core element of emotional intelligence. People feel the difference instantly. The ones who feed off your reactions, they lose interest because you're no longer easy to provoke. It's not about being cold. It's about reclaiming the one thing toxic people rely on, your emotional responses. 2, replace over-explaining with one clear boundary. People with people-pleasing tendencies often over-explain, and they don't do it because they're wrong. They do it because they're scared of conflict, rejection, or disappointing someone. But in interpersonal psychology, over-explaining signals low self-trust, and toxic people hear it as guilt or weakness. Instead, give yourself permission to use one simple sentence. That doesn't work for me. Short, neutral, complete. No long story, no emotional justification, no trying to convince them. Healthy people respect this. Toxic people push back, not because you're wrong, but because they don't like losing influence over you. If they ask why, you can calmly repeat, because that's what works for me. A strong boundary doesn't need an essay, just a sentence. 3, quietly reduce access, a boundary that speaks for itself. Not every boundary has to be spoken. Some boundaries are simply behavioral. This is called boundary withdrawal, and it's one of the most effective tools in interpersonal psychology. When someone repeatedly disrespects you, respond later, not instantly. Stop rearranging your life to fit theirs. Keep replies shorter and neutral. Don't initiate conversation first. Don't overshare personal details. Reduce the emotional effort you give. This isn't the silent treatment. Silent treatment is punishment. What you're doing is self-protection. You're teaching them access to me is something that requires respect. The shift is subtle but powerful. The relationship becomes less rewarding for the toxic person because the emotional payoff, your attention, validation, or reactions, is no longer there. And naturally, they'll pull back. Not because you were cruel, but because the dynamic they depended on stopped existing. 4, get comfortable with not being universally liked. Many people stay stuck in draining relationships because of something called approval dependency, the belief that being disliked means you did something wrong. But here's the truth. The fear of someone not liking you is often what keeps you tied to people who are bad for your mental health. Toxic people can sense when you fear conflict, crave harmony, avoid tension, want everyone to be okay with you, and they use it to keep you compliant. But once you accept this simple idea that not everyone is meant to stay, and that's okay, you become harder to manipulate. When you no longer chase approval, people can't guilt you. They can't pressure you. They can't pull you back into old patterns. They can't control your boundaries. You stop being so easy to influence, and toxic people stop being interested. Meanwhile, genuinely kind people feel safer with you because they see you can hold your own. 5, show that your happiness doesn't depend on them. Nothing shifts a relationship dynamic more than emotional independence. Toxic people rely on you needing them for validation, approval, closeness, reassurance, or a sense of belonging. But when you spend time doing things you enjoy, build routines that don't revolve around them, Find peace in your own company. Invest in healthier relationships. Fill your life with things unrelated to their presence. You send a subtle but powerful message. I'm okay without you. And suddenly the balance of the relationship changes. Healthy people respond with admiration or support. Toxic people respond by pulling away because the dynamic where they held the power no longer exists. You didn't push them out. They simply couldn't stay in a space where they no longer controlled the terms. If you've noticed these patterns in your life, you're not broken, you're not too sensitive, and you are not overreacting. Most of us were never taught how to set boundaries, regulate our emotions, or protect our energy. We learned survival patterns, not healthy ones. Just try one of these shifts this week, just one. Watch who adjusts and watch who steps back. Watch who disappears. It's not a loss, it's clarity. You're not pushing people away, you're making space for the people who genuinely respect you, and your life becomes quieter, lighter, and finally yours again.